Hello, welcome to the Right Lego Bricks YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to try to help explain how to utilize BrickLink when it comes to sorting and buying bulk. Um, some of you may already know this, some may not. Some may have an idea of how they like to sort, and maybe this is a helper for some of y'all that have already been sorting for years and utilizing BrickLink to help make that sorting just a little bit easier when you do buy these bulk buys. And what I mean by bulk is, say you go to a garage sale or you get on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, wherever you may get or find, you're going to see some people, they just pile Lego into a big old tote. And when they do that, it's just messed up everywhere. And there could be hidden gems, hidden sets in there. And so a lot of times, a lot of people like to buy these bulk buys, and then you'll just go through and set them back into pieces. That's what I like to do. And it takes months. So don't think you're going to buy a tote and you're going to get through that tote in a day or two, because there's a lot of Lego in there, depending on, and then there could be, I think the most I found out of one tote was like 100 sets. You could find them from small to big to large. So yeah, you can find a lot in bulk buys. So this helps me when I'm coming to sorting. I learned this technique about a year or two ago, and it really, really helped, because originally I would just build them, put them together, get the books, put them together, and then look for the pieces that I'm missing, write the number down, get on BrickLink, then try to order. This way, now I can use the BrickLink to find to find the pieces for each one, and then it's my checklist. When I got that piece in there, I can take it off my deal. So first thing, if you're not a BrickLink uh, member, you can easily sign up. It's free. You don't have to sell anything. I use PayPal to pay when I pay for it, when I go to the stores and look for the pieces that I need. So on this one, I'm just going to go, I'm going to pick a random instruction book. So we're going to look up this one right here, which might be hard. There you go. It is 75039. So what you normally do is, if you have the book, which is a very, very big help when you have the book, to look up these sets. So I'm going to go ahead and type up here in the search bar 75069. Well, that didn't take very well. I got a slow computer, so let's try it again. 75069. Oh, sorry, it was 39. 39. And sometimes it's going to help you bring it up. See, so it's going to have it right there. So you can click on that, and it'll do the search for you. It'll find the set, and then there we have it right there. So when you get to this point, it's nice because now you got it there. We're going to want to part this out. So what I like to do is, I like to go ahead and highlight this V-wing. And my computer likes to look stuff up. So we're going to copy that. And then I'm going to go to part out. And it brings you up this little parts list. So it's going to bring up the part list. So then I like to put in here 75039 space. And then I'll paste the name. And then I'll submit to edit. And then what that's going to do is, it's going to bring you the whole entire parts that go, with this set. So then you'll have it now. And then what you'll do is, you'll create like a little baggie, put the set number on that baggie, and as you find these parts, you'll take them off the list. So we're just going to go through. It even has all the stuff here, and you add it to your want list. And then you can go here and look at it. And look, it'll tell you all the minifigs, the sticker sheet, and all the parts. So now you have all the part breakdown for this. So you created your bag, and you go in. Oh, well, I got uh, one of those. So you could come in here and you can either do the one here, save changes, and then see you have 1 of 1. So you don't need that one. So then you come over here to this, click here, and you can delete this item. When you scroll down all the way, and it'll delete. You can trash it right there. But say, hey, I need to find all these items, or I need to find a certain item. Sometimes you can check mark the box, come here, go buy one selected, and it'll bring up a menu of all the stores that have it. The minimum buys that, a lot of times they have a minimum buy. You'll see where they're based out of, USA. You can determine if you want just North America or you want it to be USA. So you can brief your search and you can select. And then you'll select the store. And this guy is selling for $17.54. So you got to be careful. So hopefully you find that guy in your deal so you don't have to pay so much. I'm not buying him, but that's just how you walk through. So we'll go back. So you go to your profile. You go to your want list. And there it is. And then as you can see, I have a bunch of these on here. These are little collector ones. And here's some of the ones that I'm missing one piece. So I have it broken down by set. So I know what I need for that set. See, this one's finished. So once I put the set back together and make sure it's all together, then I can erase it from here. But like if you want to come, let's just pick one, like the Beware of the Vulture. Well, this one I'm just missing a couple of minifigs for it, but I'm not finished with it, so I have to leave it in the baggie. So once I get those minifigs, I can close out the set, close it out, and delete it. And you can easily look these up. So that's one way in how I've utilized this when it's coming to making, putting these back into sets. And it's so much easier that way when you're doing that. So like we'll come back up here to the V-Wing Starfighter. So it tells me I need 87 items, which is 87 different pieces. Sometimes you can open it up to look at 100 of them, which is just a whole page. So you don't have to sit there and go page to page to page. It's all on one page. You can do by item. You can do color by item. So it makes it a little bit easier when you're sorting. So you can look for the colors. So, what you'll do is you'll just look for these pieces. And as you find them, you delete them out of the list, and then you'll narrow it down. You just put the item in the baggie, delete it off the list, and then you won't need that one. And then once you get down to the nitty gritty of it, you may be down to 1 or 2 items, and then you got to use Bricklink to order those items because you've already went through sorry about that. You already went through your stash and your extra pieces, or you went through the whole bulk buy and you can't find them. And usually that ends up happening a lot of times when you go through the bulk. 1 or 2 pieces are going to end up missing, so you're going to have to probably order them. I went and bought one bulk buy, and I paid a good price, and I got a lot of sets out of it, but all the minifigs were missing out of it. So then you have to buy all those minifigs, and some of them can be very, very expensive. I highly recommend when you're doing bulk purchases and you're writing these people, find out if they have the minifigs. If they don't have the minifigs, it may not be worth it to buy that one because the minifigs are really what help complete the set. Because some of these minifigs could be upward of $200. Like I found a set and I have a lot of the pieces of it, but I'm missing the minifigs. And just to replace one of the minifigs in there, because it's a one of a kind, it's over $200 to $300 for that little minifig. And I'm not going to shell out that kind of money for a minifig to complete this set. So I'll probably just end up finishing the set with what I have and just taking it to Bricks and Minifigs and seeing what they would just give me for what I have. if you want to, you can utilize Bricklink later on and create your own little store, and then you may be able to sell these pieces to other Lego collectors. I myself am just a collector. I really don't sell anything on here. I just usually take it to Bricklink, get there, sorry, Bricks and Minifigs, get some credit, use it to buy more base plates or more pieces that I would need to help complete my city. And that's usually what I end up doing. You may not get top dollar from Bricks and Minifigs, but you give you credit, and it's easier than dealing with trying to create a store, uh, mail it out, pay for shipping. Yeah, you can build them for the shipping, but it's still the hassle of you got to package everything. And if your store is pretty big, I mean, it could be time consuming, and you can make some money with it if you really wanted to. So some people, they just buy the bulk buys, separate them into their deal, add them to their store inventory, and then just sell them. They don't collect. They just sell. They create a store. They sell Lego. That's all they do. And they'll sometimes they may get to a point where they may put them in a set and try to sell the set because as a set it's more valuable, and some may not. But this is how I've utilized Bricklink to my advantage in making it easier when it's coming to sorting Lego. Instead of just writing it down on pen and paper, this is easier. You got a picture of what item you need that goes in that set. So you just look for that item as you're sorting through all of the bulk. And at some point, you're probably going to create 5 or 6 bags. So it makes it easier, and you're just going to be like, looking them up. One of the easier ways to do it is you can come back to your want list. You can come by color. You can click up black. I need 32 pieces of black. And I got 32 items, so I'm going to go ahead and make it 50 per page so I can just stay on one page. And I can scroll down, and these are all the ones, and then it'll break it down to you. So if I find this one in that bulk, I know it belongs to my 6082 Fire Breathing Fortress. So it breaks it down too. So it makes it a little bit more simpler. When you're looking for it, you can stay on the color and just go through the colors, and then it'll tell you exactly what set it is. I have mine setting on a table outside, and I'll show you that here. Let me turn some lights on. So that'll help you walk you through. And then we're going to go out to my barn, and then I will show you how I got all my sets set up. I usually leave them out here because I just have no room in the Lego room to have them. So as you can see, there's a set. I got the part numbers, or the set number on the bag, and then I've just been collecting all the parts to finish them off. This one out here, this 70808, I'm missing one little sticker piece, and so forth. So that will be done once I get that sticker in there. But like I said, this is a bunch of bulk. I just keep them out here. Once I get them in sets, I usually either put them in their Lego room or collect them, or I'll usually put them in this tote down in here, and then I'll take those to Bricks and Minifigs. And I got some more over here. Like I said, I don't really keep a lot of them, but here, this is what you normally buy. You get a lot of this. A lot of times you'll get them in this tote, and it could take you days to go through this. This is 3 different bulk purchases that I have to eventually go through to get them in back into sets. Like this Spider-Man Doc Ock one, I've already got this set, so I'll probably end up trading that one in. I don't have this, so I'll piece that together. This is the one we utilized right there. That's the one we utilized for finding the parts. So I already got a bunch of them, so I can just take those parts off when I take this apart and put it in a baggie. Here's this. So if it comes with Lego instructions, man, that's a huge, huge help. When you're doing all that, when you get the Lego instructions, because it's easier to find the set. If you don't have the set, sometimes you just got to look up the sticker, like the sticker piece, and you got to go from there to find it. But I'm going to conclude this video here, and hoping that this might help you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And I will try to reach back out to help you and maybe if you're missing a step, or maybe I can go back or make another video to help with that step and getting you in the right track to use Bricklink for your inventorying and your set building and so forth. Well, other than that, y'all have a great day. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when videos are uploaded. And you have a wonderful day. Thank you.